Syria. As you can see, this is another day of demonstration outside number 10 Downing Street. As you can see, Bashar is still declaring the war against the Syrian people. Yesterday and before yesterday and today, the tanks were bombing the city of Rastan and the city of Talbisa. They destroyed two mosques down. One is called Al-Mustafa Mosque and one is called Al-Qal'a Mosque. Now these two mosques, they were flattened down because there were about 30 injured people in each, and whenever somebody leaves the house or leaves the office, the snipers shoot them. So as you can see, the tactics now is that every city, the 4th Brigade of Maher al-Assad goes into each town by itself and destroy and make suffering as much as they can to the people, children and others. And now it's over 2 months and a half, now 3 months, and still the world is watching, right? And about 1,200 people now killed and about 8,000, 9,000 people injured in Syria. And now you can see now the rest of the world is enjoying watching this. They don't care about the pipelines, they don't care about the oil supply. But when Rami Makhlouf destroy the pipelines, oil pipelines, and the oil supply gets affected, then the rest of the world starts crying. Now, I'm sure now the world is busy with Libya and Yemen, but still Syria is a very important issue and platform really to be concerned. So please try to spread the word all over the world and tell them that there are massacres, mass graves in Syria, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, and the civil war is very soon going to start in Syria, and we don't know how it's going to end up. And that's what Bashar al-Assad wants, and that's what his family and 2,000 generals who are war criminals like him are planning to do in Syria. Please, this conference in Antalya, Syrian people, please unite properly and come up with a good plan to help the Syrian people. This is a long way. It might take a year or 2 years to get rid of this regime. So you have to prepare the Syrian people for patience, especially the people of Damascus and the people of Aleppo, because they're still busy, the majority of them, with making money and collecting money. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you so much, people of Syria. By the way, this shows you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people punishing one demonstrator. 10 people fighting and punishing one demonstrator. Look how it starts. One come and start beating him up, the second joined and became up to 9 people. This shows you how the treatment the demonstrators are getting in Syria. This is an interesting caricature by International Herald Tribune some time ago. They tell him Lebanon is not enough, you have to pull out of Syria. So they give him proper message. Thank you so much, International Herald Tribune. That's another one. Anyway, this is, as you can see, Syrian soldiers, because they refused to fight with Bashar and Maher in Dar'a. The security forces shot them, and the Dar'a people took them inside and they treated them. So if a Syrian soldier refuses to fight, refuses to kill demonstrators, they kill him, they shot him straight away, they don't take him to court. There's no law, there's no rule in Syria, as you can see. This is Hamza, he is 12 years old, as you can see. There's a bullet in his... This is the bullet, as you can see, in his chest, that's his mouth, and they broke his neck, and about 5 bullets in his body. They broke his neck, and bullet here, and a bullet in his liver, kidney, and they chopped his penis, they chopped his private parts. Why do they have to do that? Why do they have to chop his private parts? I don't know, but this shows you how sick the security forces in Syria are. This is another boy, he was in a bus. 12 children like him were shot in the bus while going to school in Talbisa or Rastan in Homs, the county of Homs. They were going to school or coming back from school. He was one of the 12 people shot dead. This is the future of Syria. They were shot dead because that's what Assad wants to provide for Syria. Because they think these are the people who are going to cause problems. As you can see, children, 12 years old, 15 years old, and 10 years old, they shoot them. And thank you so much for listening, people of Syria.